welcome to episode 99, part 1 of Africa's premier sports video podcast, the Three Quarters Podcast. Of course, we'd like to know what you'd like to see on the show and what your sporting interests are. The hashtag to use is 3QP. I'm Demima Duffield.
And I'm Narakamwe.
So our feature game for match day 5 was Mwamba versus Oilers. Not a lot of supporters there, but it's okay, you know. Although, so Oilers dominated in terms of set plays, but then Mwamba just kind of ran riot and decided, you know what, nope, we're winning this game. You know, we saw people like Collins and Jerry playing flank, which I think was interesting. But how was that game for you?
Mwamba quick off the blocks. I mean, they ran in 3 tries, 2 tries from Tony O'Ward and 1 from Michael Agevi, and it was 15-0. Then just before the half, the Oilers crumb showed that dominance, and they were able to score a try off the base of the scrum after repeated resets due to Mwamba infringements and penalties also that Oilers opted to pick the scrum option. So they scored 1, and in the second half they then scored the first try of the half off a move that had been set from a good platform in the scrum. Conversion good, 15-15. Now we have a game. Everyone is sat down, everyone is entertained, everyone is waiting to see what's going to happen. I think silently some people are rooting for Oilers based on the fact that Oilers are the new team in Kenya Cup. And they've been able to claim the scalps of some big teams. I mean, they beat Harlequins at home. They narrowly lost to Homeboys by 1 point. So for a team that has been promoted to the Kenya Cup, it's very interesting to see them register the kind of wins that they are. So silently, some people are rooting for the Oilers, but Mwamba just showed the experience in the closing minutes of the game. Michael Agevi touching down for his second try, and there was a penalty try awarded in the last minute that Mwamba did convert. So all in all, it was a good game of rugby. It was entertaining. It was a seesaw. The action was flowing, and it wasn't a dominance by Mwamba or Oilers. The scrum was a dominance.
Definitely by
Oilers. And Mwamba captain Brado Wako said, look, these guys are one of the best scrums in the country this year, or this season as we speak. I talked to Mwamba chairman George Mbaya after the game, and George was not of the opinion that the scrum was actually legal. He had an issue with the binding, and it's arguable. He can argue it and win. But the referee on the day did not make that call. Though I must say that there's some questionable calls by the referee on both ends. Left very many people feeling dissatisfied with what he did on the game, and I saw some altercations even after the game with regard to the standard of refereeing. But all in all, it was a good game, and not a big turnout. Maybe it's because Mwamba are not playing at their usual home ground, but all in all, it was a good game of rugby, an entertaining game of rugby, and it's good to see. I mean, it's only Collins and Jara who's like a senior player in Mwamba. Most of the stalwarts of Mwamba have exited the scene, and now we're seeing a new crop of guys who are coming to play. So Oilers, on the other hand, is a pretty young team, and to see them dominate the way they did in the scrum, and occasionally the breakdown. Their lineups were terrible. Mwamba had better lineups. It's impressive, and you can only feel like the game is going to be growing as well.
I think it's good to see. You've mentioned that the Mwamba stalwarts are sort of slowly, being faded out of the game. It's good to see, the likes of Michael Agevi, Brado Ako, people like that coming up and, taking charge, because they were, the former young boys. And it's good to see, obviously, a team like Oilers, you've just been promoted to Kenya Cup, and, you're a force to reckon with already, which is good. I mean, that means the game is definitely growing. It's reaching where it should, grassroots, boys are coming up through the system.
That's very true. And I mean, I think everyone knew Oilers were going to be promoted to the Kenya Cup, being the young team that they are. But what's more impressive is, from a technical standpoint, the way they handle the game. A few things have to happen. I mean, like we had an interview with Oilers captain Harold Andevate after the game, and he said that I think the biggest mistake or the biggest undoing this season has been the lack of concentration in the dying minutes, and as such, more experienced team are actually capitalizing on that. So you only hope that as they progress in the Kenya Cup season, I don't think they're going to be relegated, in all honesty. I think they're going to be here. You only hope that as they progress, they can be able to get that much experience, because in the dying minutes, that's what counts.
Of course, I mean, that comes with experience as well.
Yeah. So that's exactly what Mwamba did. Mwamba capitalized on the, with the big minds that they have, with the Michael Agaves, Tony Award, Collins Injera, guys who actually have international experience. Then you have Daniel Tabu coming off the bench, who's mature in small time. So it is going to be tough for Oilers. But like you're saying, this is their chance now to gain the experience.
Yep. I'm laughing here to myself because I'm thinking, when we compare other teams to the All Blacks and, dying minutes of the game is where they win it and they show you their experience. Mwamba playing a little like the All Blacks,
and
maybe,
Blacks,
on that day.
You never know. But yeah, congratulations to Mwamba. They're now up to number 7.
Yep. Yeah. So we move on to other games.
Yeah.
We had Nondis versus Kenya Harlequins, 13-32 in favor of Harlequins. KCB beating Homeboys, 34-15. Cabras walking all over Impala, 41-10. I don't understand what's happening with Impala this season, but that is what yes. So next game is Nakuru versus Machine, 29-19 in favor of Nakuru. And the last one is Black Blood just beating Strathmore, 24-22.
Yep, that's true. Nondays, I don't know what's happened. They lost the last 2 games, I think. And they started the season very well. Everyone thought it was going to be a close match when they're playing, their old rivals, Harlequins. Not the case. But at the same time, Queens are also picking up.
Yeah.
And having some of the senior players back, David Ambunya is now back. You get the feeling that Queens can only build. And like we talked about it last week, the technical bench pairing of Charles Kadavelis and Benjamin Ayimba is going to be very important for Kenya Harlequins. KCB versus Homeboys. Homeboys, not the force that we've seen in the last 2 years. And the results actually do depict, what the game should have been, 34-15. Cabras versus Impala, 41-10. Cabras just showing that they're a class above the rest and showing their intent very early in the season. No one has seen Cabras play. Remember, they don't come from floodlights. So no one has seen Cabras play. So apart from the guys they've played, the guys who've watched them. So impressive win by Cabras. Nakuru versus Machine, 29-19. I think we expected that. Blood versus Strath, 24-22. That must have been a very good game. And of course, our feature game of the week, Mwamba versus Oilers, 27-15 there.
Yep, I don't think we can say that Cabras is Impala's bogey team anymore. No. I think this is just a dominance.
Yeah.
Like, this is not, they just pipped us. This is, but I'd like to see, I would have liked to see that game.
Yeah.
But moving on, just before we wrap it up, we've got the log. So because we're going for the Christmas break, and we'll be back on January the 12th for match day 6, we have the log. Well, this is how it looks. Cabras at the top, KCB, Impala, Queens at 4th. 5th is Nondis, 6th is Nakuru, Mwamba, Homeboys, and then Black Blood, Oilers, Mean Machine, and Strathmore.
Yes. A pretty decent depiction of what has been the season so far. But it's only the halfway. We move on to next year, and it should create some exciting times for 2019.
Yep, we can see the likes of KCB clawing their way back up to the top. Let's see how next year goes.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's all we have time for. Guys, remember you can find us on social media. That is by following us on Instagram, liking our page on Facebook, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. I'm Denima Duffield.
And I'm Nora Kamuya.
See you in part 2.